Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Please be prepared. The session will start soon, around 4 o'clock. Just switch on your cameras and be prepared.
Harshita, are we starting?
Yes, ma'am, we'll start in 2 minutes. We were just waiting for the children to join.
Good evening, everyone. Students, everyone present here, distinguished guests. I'm Prakriti. I'm a member of Edistis Foundation, and I'd like to welcome all the three branches of Pallavi Model School students from Boduppal, Kisar, and Bachapalli, all the way from grade 6 to 10, which is a wide variety of students. We're very honored to have you here. This curtain raiser session for Cyber School initiative by our foundation is going to start off with our executive director, Sri Harshita Chada. She's a lawyer by profession, currently working with Bachpan Bachao Andolan, a frontline child rights movement in India, founded by Nobel Peace Laureate Kailash Satyarthi. She is going to give us a brief introduction about this specific initiative in India, founded by Nobel Peace Laureate Kailash Satyarthi. She is going to give us a brief introduction about this specific initiative.
A very good evening to all the children present. Hi. Can we all get your names in the chat box quickly, children, just to see how active you are? Can you all type your name, class, and division in the chat box? I just want to check if the chat, yeah, I can see all of you. Students from all divisions, all classes. A very good evening to all of you. Today we are here for the curtain raiser session of the Cyber School initiative that is being done in collaboration with Edistis Foundation by the Pallavi Group of Schools. Firstly, I am thankful to the Pallavi Group of Schools for readily accepting to train all their children to be cyber scouts so that they can all be digital citizens and be very prepared to face the world that they want to see. So, firstly, let us understand what is the Cyber School initiative and why is it the need of the hour? Like, why do you think Cyber School initiative is the need of the hour and why are we doing it? Just to give a small background, what we see is a lot of learning in today's society might be limited to classroom interaction and what we read in the books. However, there is a lot to learn beyond the books and we need to grow more as human beings. So while we are constantly dealing with all these issues, it's also important that we are prepared to face the crimes that are happening. And if you see, there's a lot of boom in the cyber crimes that are happening in the society, and with each passing year cyber crimes have been rising, and now more than ever, like post COVID, we can see that there is a lot that has been turned online, like you are attending classes online and there's a lot that's been happening. So it's very important that all of us are equipped and trained to stay safe online. So, what are we going to do here in the Cyber School initiative? What are we going to do is we are going to train all of you children along with your teachers and empower you in such a way that you can handle any kind of online threat that you come across in your day-to-day life. Whether either it can be while you use your mobile or while you're listening to your online classes or while you're using internet to make your projects, or it can be if you are using social media to interact with your friends. In all the day-to-day activities, if you come across any online threat, we will empower you in such a way that you will be able to handle such crimes, and we will also guide you in a way that you positively use these resources that are available on the internet. So you will all be trained to become cyber scouts on all aspects. And in fact, not just you being empowered, you will be put in such a place that you can empower your immediate community and students from the lower grades as well. So moving forward, let's look at what are the objectives that we are seeing to achieve through the Cyber School initiative. Firstly, as I said, we will create awareness among all of you, and then you will be able to identify what is a challenge on an internet and what is the opportunity that the internet will provide to you. And at the end of the 6 months program that we have planned for all of you, we will be establishing a cyber safety club in each of your schools, where few of you who have shown enthusiasm and have actively participated throughout the 6 months will become members. While all of you can be volunteers, there will be some specific students who will be members, who will act as the torch bearers to ensure that the cyber safety is taken ahead within your communities and even to your lower grades. Then you will all be a young pool of resources, where all the other children and other schools will look up to you, that you are so well equipped to handle any kind of cybercrime that you come across. So why are we doing this? Let us understand that women and children especially have become target for the cyber criminals these days. So this program is especially designed in such a way that you will be able to get a safe cyberspace and you will have safety while you are engaging online. Then it will be a 6-month long program, as I said, where you will be enabled as cyber scouts. Then who all will be interacting with you during the course of the 6 months? Today we have the South Regional Resource Center head, Miss Anuradha ma'am, with us. Then we have NV Sunny, who is a founder of a Vatten System, a cyber security expert, with us. Similarly, throughout the course of the 6 months, you will be engaging with various cyber experts. They will all become your cyber buddies. In fact, you will be able to engage with so many experts at such a young age, where you will get to learn from all of these people on how to be safe online. Then how will the sessions go? I will just show you the structure of how the sessions will run throughout the course of the 6 months. So you will be having a session every month, one session per month, where you will be trained, and then we will also be giving you some activities. Apart from this, we are also looking where 2 children from every section will be selected, wherein you will be the volunteer or like a class monitor or a cyber monitor for your section, where you will be engaging all the children in your section to attend the sessions, to do the activities on time. So this is the structure of the program. The program will run in this manner. So in the month of April, that is now currently we are having a curtain raiser session, post which we will give you some activities that will engage you in summer, so that you will get some kind of idea about how cyber crimes will occur, or some basic understanding through the activities that we will give you. Then as soon as you come back from your summer vacation in the month of the June, you will have the training session 1, wherein after the training session, you will all be, there'll be an investiture ceremony. So how many of you had investiture ceremony for head girl, head boys in your school? Do you know what is meant by investiture ceremony? Can I have a raise of hands? Very good. So most of you know how does an investiture ceremony go. Similarly, like how we nominate head girls and head boys in your school, and there we have an investiture ceremony. Here we'll all be giving you badges as cyber scouts. How many of you are excited for it? You'll get badges as cyber scouts. And then post training session 1, we'll also be giving you some activity and we'll take feedback from you, like how can we improve, or do you want to learn about anything more. So in similarly in that way, throughout the course of next 5 to 6 months, you will have one training session and one activity, and then we will be taking feedback from you. At the end of the 6 months, that is in the November month, there will be an evaluation exam for all of you to see how much you have learned during the past 6 months. Like we'll give a question quiz to you, and then we'll get to know from you. We want to see how much you have learned. Then at the end, there will be a grand finale where we will be giving some prizes for children who will engage actively. Then we will have some special certificates. Then we'll also have certificates for teachers who have actively involved and ensured that maximum number of their students have participated. And then we'll have some special guests who will see us on that day. And at the grand finale, all of you will become an army of cyber scouts. Yes, children? Can I get a yes in the chat box? Are you all excited? Yes, great. Okay, so I hope you have a brief idea about what is going to happen in the course of the next 6 months and why are we doing it. Now I shall conclude here, and we will listen to subject experts and cyber security experts who have come to talk to us today. Okay, all of you should listen with attention.
Thank you so much for your excellent overview about the program, Harshita. I would like to thank Pallavi Group of Schools for being in the forefront to shape their students as cyber scouts. Now I request Mr. A. Sushil Kumar, Director of Pallavi Group of Schools, to give his message to the students and share a few words on this collaboration.
Can we just move on?
Yes. Moving on, we'd like to introduce Ms. Anuradha Vidyashankar, the head of South Regional Center of Childline India Foundation. Her professional career spans nearly over 3 decades, with senior roles within the international, non-profit, and multilateral organizations. Currently, she's pursuing her passion towards child rights by ensuring that Childline 1098 helpline can be accessible to everyone in need with exceptional service quality. We're honored to have her here to speak about online safety for children in India and Childline.
Thank you so much for inviting me to this wonderful session and this wonderful initiative called Cyber School Initiative. And it's lovely to be with all of you all today, this afternoon, and share my experience of working with children who have got into situations of distress and how we have helped them. Okay, let me just upload my PPT. Can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. go. So I would just like to introduce Childline 1098, which is a helpline for children in distress, and it is a national number. It is toll free. Anybody can call 1098, and there'll be somebody who will take your call and ask you what is your problem. You can also do test calls to see if somebody is picking up or not, or to actually chat with them and see, to find out how you can take their help. So basically, if you look at 1098 helpline number, it is there across the country, across the 600 districts of India. And one thing that I'd like to say here is the name of the caller, whoever it is kept confidential, be it a child, be it an adult, so that they should not get any repercussions as to why they called or why they informed. So how we work, basically, if you see, our model is a tele outreach model. When somebody calls on 1098, it gets connected to the 1098 call contact center, and the emergency response team is activated, and the team, in case there is a requirement of helping physically, they rush out to the child, and they see that the child is reached out to immediately. And then if rescue is required, they rescue the child and link to the support that the child is requiring at that time. So it is a series of actions that take place. But there's also a few things like information and certain requirements that the child may require, which can be done on the phone itself. Or, there are also requests for, a particular set of children who are not able to pay fees, or who are not able to, understand a particular subject, or not able to access online education. So the requests could be very many and very different also. So let me say why I'm here today. Basically, when you look at the Childline calls, you see that of late, in the last 2-3 years, soon after COVID, we've been getting a lot of calls about online issues from children from across different districts of Telangana. It's not just the metro, Hyderabad or Secunderabad, but also very, very small districts, and also from small villages and remote areas. So let's have a look at how it looks like when children are online. What happens? So about 149 million children use the internet in the age group of 13 to 18 in our country. And then about 66 million users are in the age group of 5 to 11. And social networking and gaming are the most common activities. And there is an increase in the young users on dating apps as well. An increase in reporting of online abuse to Childline has been noticed. So right now we're getting a lot of calls, but please remember that not all cases are only online issues. Many of them are also related to offline abuse. So both are connected, interconnected. Now, what are the types of children, the cases that we have helped? So you're all aware that you all are into online classes from time to time, especially in the last 2-3 years. So there was a case here. I'm just putting one or two cases, few cases. So in one of the cases, the child's father called and said that the child was using the mother's phone, and the child had wanted to update her picture, and then she put the WhatsApp status with her picture. And then it was accessed by someone who was trying to harass the child, and the child refused to befriend that boy. So the boy actually posted the photo with some vulgar comments on social media. So with Childline's help, the complaint was lodged, and the cyber safety team supported the child and lodged an FIR on the abuser. And basically warning was given, because it was also another child. So warning was given, and both the children were supported with counseling. So this is one case which, I mean, happens all the time. And here we are having a case where the child who was 16 years old loved posting on Facebook. And one day she had an unknown person posting positive comments and encouraging her, saying, lovely picture and this and that. A lot of likes she got. A few days later, this user contacted her and began to, extend his friendship. As time passed, they became very good friends. They grew close to each other and they spent a lot of time talking to each other. One night, she received an unsolicited picture that shows the man's private body part, and she was very scared. But the man told her it is very normal and she shouldn't get scared or uncomfortable. He encouraged her to send her private picture also. She refused vehemently initially, but then after a lot of cajoling, she just sent her picture but covered her face. This went on for some time, and then she refused to, one day he asked her to meet her. He asked her to meet her, and then she refused because she got to know that he got married and all that. And then the man said that she better meet him, otherwise he would put all her private pictures online. So there are a lot of cases like this where we get a lot of cases where children either go and meet their online friends or share a lot of pictures, and then they get harassed and they get blackmailed. And initially they're so scared, they don't want to tell anyone about this. And because of that, the abuser also takes advantage and pressurizes the child or blackmails the child. Like I said, this is also about a 14-year-old girl who was intercepted at Secunderabad railway station, and she was on her way to Delhi because she was hailing from a small village near Vikarabad. And since she looked so unsure of herself and vulnerable, the helpless team wanted to help her. And they understood that she was trying to go and meet some unknown person in Delhi whom she did not know, and she had got to know him only through Facebook. So what could be the risks she may face? Can you type some risks that she may face on chat box? I'd like to see if you are aware quickly. If she goes and meets this unknown person, what could be the risks she faces? Can a few people type out and tell me? Is it safe for her? Is it unsafe for her? Can we see? I don't see anything coming. Is anybody typing?
Yes, ma'am. They're typing in the chat box. Many of them said that there's a danger of being kidnapped and it's unsafe for them.
Okay, great. Yeah, and also it could be that that other person is not at all the person that she knows online. It could be a totally different person. Or in another such case, in fact, the boy encouraged her to stay with her and he abused her. So there are many cases like that where the children are very trusting and they don't know that the other person on the other side is actually the person that he's claiming to be or she's claiming to be. So this is about gaming, which I think most of you all have what shall I say, an interest in, and also a lot of time is spent, but you need to be careful. The thing is, here we have a 14-year-old student who lives in the city, and one day a new tenant moves in, and the new neighbor is friendly and forms a good friendship and wins this boy's trust. And he's also a gaming fan. So Vijay, who's this 14-year-old, gets hooked into this playing games. And basically after a few weeks pass, Vijay's parents notice that he starts spending more and more time with this new neighbor. And he often skips meals, and then he's very aloof, he's, isolated, he doesn't talk and all that. On inquiring, Vijay reveals that Sanjay had been touching him where he shouldn't. and made him swear that he shouldn't tell anyone. And he also threatened him that he'll morph the photos and share if he broke the promise. So these things seem to be happening very commonly. So we should, I think, be safe and know how to be safe. So this child was helped by Childline after reporting to the police, and the counseling has been taken up. Here we have a case of impersonation. John is a 15-year-old boy who got a phone from his father. The father wanted him to keep in touch when he was out during football practice and all that. So during the break, John's friends would use the phone. They would joke, watch videos, and have fun. One day, a new friend joined the group. He impersonated himself as John and sent some obnoxious messages to some girl classmates. The girls confronted John the next day, and he had no clue. And the teacher reported this to Childline. Both the boys were referred to counseling. So these things seem to be happening very often. So when we are using the phones, what is it that we need to do? We need to know. Now, this is another case where Uma, a girl who's a 16-year-old, who's studious and her friends often called her a bookworm. She liked to read and work on her computer. One day she received a message from an unknown person that he had her images, and she did not, if she did not pay up, he would post them online. So at first she did not believe because she had not shared any photographs with anyone. However, this person showed her a picture of her changing her clothes. She was shocked. She had never taken any such picture, not given it to anyone. So because she was very scared, she paid a small amount from her pocket money. But the demands kept increasing, and one day she did not know what to do, and she told her father, who himself was a police person. So on further investigation by the cybersecurity team, they found out that this person was from Meerut, who had spied on her through her webcam and captured several images and videos. And that's how he had got her pictures, even though she had not shared. So what do the victims face? People who go through all these issues, they get very angry, they're very helpless, and they face a lot of trauma. They go through a lot of trauma. Such incidents also have short-term and long-term effects sometimes. They feel humiliated, they feel ashamed and guilty, and that's why they don't tell their parents or elders who are in a place where they can get help from. And the pressure faced by the family and the victim before and after reporting the crime is huge. So what does the abuser do? He keeps calling, either phone calls, video calls, or hacking the accounts, abusive or threatening messages, impersonate, sharing private information without consent, so on and so forth. So basically, how should we be safe online? Like just like we, while crossing a road, how we see both sides and we don't want to get, into an accident. Similarly, I think when we are online, we should never leave our devices unattended or open. Or, when we are clicking some buttons, we have to click with caution because it means a lot. Whenever we are sharing something, even a password or a picture or anything, we have to be very, very careful. And also while using social media, we need to know what are the protective features, and we need to ensure that we have the protective features. And definitely while we are protecting ourselves, we also have a responsibility to be a good person, a good student, a good child, and not, harass somebody else. So never post or trade personal pictures, never reveal personal information, address, name of school, where you're going, where you're coming, where you're traveling, when you're doing it, with whom you're going, stuff like that. Only use screen name, don't use passwords or your real name. Sometimes it's very dangerous. Never agree to get together with a person whom you have not met in real life. And definitely have your privacy settings on. And be wary of requests to connect from people who you do not know. And definitely you should have a secure connection And when you're using internet connections outside, you should be very wary because they could be sometimes dangerous. And okay, what are the actions that you need to do? One is learn about the popular apps, how they work, how they function, and how the risks could be, associated risks could be, especially the free apps. Learn about the important privacy and security features, like I said, and download apps only from trusted sources and install a trusted antivirus software if possible. And in case, there is somebody harassing you, never delete anything, your account, messages, comments, etc. Before reporting. Avoid engaging with the criminal or the abuser. Never share any personal information. Do not believe everything that they say or you see, and never hide your problems because help is at hand. So how can you get your help? You can get FIR registered straight away by visiting the police station. If the police personnel are not in a place where they are able to trust you, you can escalate it to the SP or the DCP. Complaint can be also filed online through cybercrime.gov.in or through POXO box, or you can also dial 1098. You can write to 1098 also. Thank you so much. So just one thing I left, that is the laws of the land. Basically, whenever the harasser is harassing the child, there are a lot of laws to protect the children, especially if it's in the context of sexual harassment. The POXO Act is very powerful and it covers many things where children can get maximum protection. There are also some other acts and IPC sections. The IT Act is one major act which covers many of the issues that we face online, and IPC sections are also there. So even, if it is not contacted kind of abuse, in the sense non-contact abuse, meaning the person is contacting you through some online or Facebook or phone or Instagram or any other app, all these kinds of abuse come under non-contact abuse, and there are definite punishments for harassment, for all kinds of harassment and all kinds of abuse. So I'd just like to end my presentation with the etiquette that we need to follow while using information and also communicating through our internet and other mediums. It is about not just keeping ourselves safe and secure, but also being responsible and respectful to other people, be it our own classmates, other girls, other boys, and be a very good internet safe person. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your valuable information that you've imparted to all of us now. Now I'd like to invite MD and founder of Vatins, Vault of Information Security, NV Sunny, to speak about the need for a cyber school. He began his career by working as red teaming expert with the noble objective of participating in safeguarding the country from kinetic and cyber threats. With a profound grassroots knowledge and hands-on experience, his expertise proved invaluable in bringing to closure some of the most critical matters of cybersecurity for various organizations. With his experience, there's none more fit to talk about the need for such a program in this society.
So you're on mute.
Yeah, sorry. Once again, good evening to all the students of Pallavi. And thank you, Edistis, for such a great initiation called Cyber School, where the children are they have a great opportunity to learn about the cyber security and how to become a cyber defender. So children, welcome to Cyber School. This is a great initiative, as I said earlier. Like you have a great opportunity to learn about defending yourselves from the cyber attackers. Okay, so I'll start with a simple question. Why are we here? Who is the main reason? Like, what is the main reason, and who is the person who made us sit? Who is the person who made us start to think about the cyber security? Any answers? There is a bad guy. Any answers? Okay, hackers. Perfect. Great. So we are here because there is a bad guy and we want to protect ourselves from the bad guys. That is the reason we are here learning about the security. So when we say hackers, because this is this program is going to be there for the next 6 months, and you should be first aware of the types of hackers. So we have 3 types of hackers. One is a black hat hacker, who is the bad guy who actually always tries to hack into the user's accounts, always tries to like cyberbully, or always tries to steal the confidential data or the private data of the internet users. Now, there is a second hacker who is also called a hacker, but he's a white hat hacker. So they're all cyber experts, cyber defenders. And we at Edistis want you all to be a cyber defenders or white hat hackers. So I mean to say you all have to start protecting your fellow friends, your parents, and all the people around you from these hackers. Perfect. Flood of messages. All right. So the third kind of a hacker is called a gray hat hacker. Sometimes he's a good chap, sometimes he's a bad chap. Now, let us actually get into some common internet activities. So can I know what are the activities that you perform on the internet? I want to see the answer. Facebook, yes. Gaming, shopping, YouTube, chatting, Insta, yes, you're right. So here on the screen, you can see we have, so we can see Instagram, we can see Snapchat, we can see Twitter, Facebook, Gmail, and lot other user credentials. So what is a common thing you see among all these things? Common among Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, any emails, or any logins, for that matter, your school logins. What is a common thing that you see? Social interaction, YouTube chat, and what else? Meeting strangers, okay, posting, yeah. Yes, I see someone mentioning about user ID, and I want the next one. What is the other one? Password. Perfect, children. Glad that you're all interacting so well. Yes. So let's have a small activity on this password. So password is a common thing which we have to really worry about. So now let's involve in the activity. I want you to select the strongest password here. I'm waiting for the answers in the chat box. What is the strongest password among the 3? Is it ghost, hot chocolate, or moose? Moose, ghost, hot chocolate. Okay. All right. Okay. My question is, why did you choose hot chocolate? Why did you choose Kartikeya? Why did you choose hot chocolate? Deepika says it is lengthy. Perfect, Deepika. So hot chocolate is having how many characters? Yes, longest password. So here, when I asked you to select the strongest password, hot chocolate, the reason is it has got more than 8 characters. More than 8 letters is what you can see. So the lengthier the password is, the stronger it is. But I have one more question. Is this enough? The hacker says this is not enough for me. So this is not enough. We need something else. So here we have 8 letters. Now I'll move on to the second option. Select the strongest password. Yellow submarine, smiling fox, friendly forest. I want to see the answers. So which one is the strongest password here? Yellow submarine, smiley fox. Okay, I see most of you answering yellow submarine. Charan, can you say why is it yellow submarine? I saw you mentioning yellow submarine. Longest is one thing. So we have met the first requirement. Longest is one thing. Yes. Pranay Tej from class 10 says it has got uppercase. And I see, and yes. The flood is so much I could not even stop at one point. Yes, I see most of you said it is lengthier. At the same time, it has got lower and uppercase letters as a password in the password. Yes, when you see smiling fox and friendly forest, though friendly forest is lengthier, it has got more than 8 letters, but still it does not have a lower and uppercase. So the second requirement that we need to meet is the password should be long. It should also include upper and lower case. Right. Good that you're involving. Done. So is this sufficient for the is this sufficient for us to stay away from the hacker? The hacker says still no. This is not sufficient for the hacker. Now let's see which one among these 3 are the strongest. Wonderful goat, friendly forest, jazz hands. I'm waiting for the answers. Wonderful goat, friendly forest. I know it's difficult to type, but we'll take time. Jazz hands. Ujjwal, why did you say friendly forest? Sahitya Parimi says friendly forest. Yes, Ujjwal Sridartha says it has got special characters. Great, Ujjwal Siddhartha. It has got special characters. Now, when we are trying to conclude, when we are trying to come to a conclusion about the strongest password, so what we have to do is we have to consider 3 things. First one is the lengthier the password, the strongest it is. The password which has got a mixture of upper and lowercase letters, it becomes more stronger. If the password will include a special character, more than one special characters, it becomes more stronger. Now we are making the hacker stay away from the accounts. Yes, friendly forest. Here I can see F is capital letter R and there is an exclamation. Friendly forest, again F is a cap, and again I have a special character in the form of plus symbol. Right? Okay, after all understanding the 3 important, after taking the 3 important things into consideration, I have 2 more questions where we'll stop this activity. To make a strong password, I should first think of a word or phrase that I can. In the options I have post, forget, remember, and share. Perfect, Vishwatej Nacharam, Vrishank Gaud, Dikshita, Sudarshan, great job. Great. So the next question is the most secure passwords aren't just long. They also contain uppercase letters, lowercase letters, numbers, and what do they contain? Symbols or the special characters. Great, Kartikeya, Hriday, Dhruvan. Great job. So you are all set to become cyber defenders, and we promise you definitely you will be part of the cyber defender team. And for that, we do not want you to be missing the flow of the cybersecurity sessions. We have 3 activities for you for the upcoming 2 months of summer holidays. So we need you to make a list of cybercrime reporting mechanisms. Just now, ma'am said about the reporting mechanisms. If anybody had made a note, You have an answer for the first question. So we need to, we need you to figure out or find out all the cybercrime reporting mechanisms that are available in India. First activity. Second activity, because now everything is online. So I know that you all have a phone, you're all on emails. So definitely you must be getting spam emails and spam messages. Am I right? Am I right? Yes. You're getting a lot of spam messages. So let's work on them. Let's try to deal with them. So for that, you need to at least gather 10 spam emails or 10 spam text messages. We will see how to interpret those messages and how to stay away from those messages once we start after the school restarts. Third activity for you is we want you to write 300 words about the recent cyber incidents. So when you open the news channels, when you view the news channels, when you try to browse any news portal, or else when you try to understand about the cyber crime, you just browse, you find tons of cyber crimes which are happening, which are getting recorded day to day. So we need you to understand one of the cyber incident and write 300 words about it. Whether it's whether you get the information from a television or else through the news. Are you all ready to do all these things? Great. And such a pleasure to see all the kids of Pallavi being so active. So this is what we want, and we want to change the mindset of all the students here, all the children here, because we see a lot of victims to be the children. And definitely Pallavi school is going to stand as a model school in protecting the society from the cyber attacks. Thank you so much. Enjoy your summer break. We'll reconnect after a span of 2 months. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Sunny. Thank you so much for engaging the children and telling them why is it important for them to stay active throughout the next 6 months whenever our sessions are happening. And children, a big round of claps for all of you for actively engaging in the session and answering to all the questions. All of you claps. Turn on your videos and clap. Can I see? Yes, very good. So here, just to add on to what you had listened from Sunny sir, I will tell you why it is important for you to do these summer activities that we had given you, because it is going to definitely engage you. And when you do these 3 activities, it will first help you understand few things about what is happening on the day-to-day basis regarding cybercrime, and it will tell you that it is important for you to stay very active for the next 6 months whenever we are giving you awareness on how to be safe online. And then it will also help you explore various avenues. Who knows, all of you, some of you can become cyber security experts as well in the future. So it will also help you explore certain career avenues and tell you why it is needful. Then you can also examine, like you yourself can understand that such type of crimes also can happen and where is the gap. So these all will be possible. So then now we also have teachers who are with us in today's session. So just to quickly summarize, their teachers, the role of teachers during the course of next 6 months should be to ensure that all the children are notified about the sessions on a regular basis, because I'm sure once they are notified, they will be very punctual, considering the fact that they are very excited to learn new things in these sessions. And they should also monitor that the children are learning, and if in case any child doesn't understand anything, then definitely they can let us know and we will help them out. Now comes the role of students. So what are you guys what do you have to do in order to become cyber scouts? You all have to actively participate just like how you have did today. And then you have to do the activities so that you'll be able to practically implement what you have learned. And then every day, whatever you are learning in the session, go and talk to your parents, go and talk to your friends, tell them about what you learned. Today, I think all of you learned how to create strong passwords. Go and tell in your home to your parents, to your friends about how to create strong passwords. Will you all do it? Will you all do it? Yes. So we'll see today how many will teach their parents and friends to create strong passwords. In the next session, I will ask 2 to 3 children to speak on how it impacted them, like how creating a strong password helped them to ensure that their parents' social media accounts or any user IDs are become safe, like they are prevented from hacking. Okay. Will 2 or 3 children share with me about their experience? How did their parents react when they went and told them about creating strong passwords? Okay, great. Now I request Tanuja ma'am, principal of Pallavi Model School, Boduppal, to present the concluding remarks on today's session.
Thank you, Harshita. I would like to thank the Edistis team, Harshita, the ED, Prakriti, the founder member, and most importantly, Ms. Anuradha Vidyashankar, Head South Regional Center, Childline India Foundation, and Mr. N.V. Sunny, founder and managing director of Atom System. I think today's curtain raiser has literally nailed the importance of students, how to protect them in the cyberspace. And I'm sure there are a lot of takeaways from today's session. This particular topic is something that time and again they've been involved, they've been noting down the points, but I think this calls for being alert every minute. And I'm sure the do's and don'ts in the cyberspace has been very well explained. And the examples that Anuradha ma'am has cited should make students understand why it is important not to share any personal information or pictures with strangers. And I think regarding the legal aspect of it also is very well explained. And I think I've developed a liking for this word cyber scouts. I think Vinny sir has been talking about the white hat hackers and the importance of the strong passwords. And definitely the Pallavians are going to protect themselves, and not only protecting themselves, they're also going to create this awareness in today's world, and they will carry this message loud and clear to the bigger society. Thank you so much, and we are looking forward. And if you can just share, Ms. Harshita, the homework that has been given for summer, we will send it across, but at the same time, where we have to send it and how we have to send it, if that also we can have a clarity. I'm sure tomorrow all the schools will be announcing it in the assembly. And I think the roadmap for the next academic year is very, very clear. And we look forward for a very, very meaningful association with Team Edistis. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. We will share the activities and also the links for submission of all the 3 activities where the children can directly upload the activities there. Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Samskriti from Edistis Foundation to propose the vote of thanks for today's curtain raiser session.
Hello, good evening, everybody. I stand here today as a grateful member of Edistis Foundation to express my heartfelt thanks to all those who have made this MOU for Cyber School Initiative and today's curtain raiser session possible. I would like to start by thanking management of Pallavi Group of Schools who have always been supportive of our initiatives and encourage their students to strive for excellence in all aspects. I would like to express my appreciation to our special guest speakers who have taken out time from their busy schedules to participate in today's curtain raiser session. Your presence has added an extra spark in us to help them understand the importance of the initiative. Finally, I would like to thank each and every student for your support, participation, and participation in this session. In conclusion, I would like to say that this event would not have been possible without the support and hard work of each and every one of you. On behalf of Edistus Foundation, I would like to express my sincere thanks to all of you.
Thank you, everyone. Looking forward to see you after the summer break with all the activities done from your end. You'll also have surprising gifts for children who will put special effort in doing these activities